CH31, this is amazing. Oh, it's clash heads again. This is like Chaz Moskin and Cam Water.
For the first time here for season 3. Davis on pole, Vandergren in second. It's going to be sprint round action here tonight. Let's go racing here at Daytona. It was a good start there from Davis in comparison to Vandergren in behind. Cowan's absolutely bogged it up and already dropped out of the top 3 here as they come down towards turn 1 for the first time. There's biffing and barging between Gallen and Cowan. These guys are still going at it after last season. They survived for this time by though. Through turn 2 and 3 they come. Nice and clean, boys. Keep it up as they come up to...
I love riding. It's a real social thing. There's a great bond between riders.
Every weekend, I look forward to getting out there. It's a freedom like no other.
Riding to work is a great way to start the day.
Shannons insure all types of road bikes, not just classics. They offer features riders really want. It's why they're one of Australia's leading motorcycle insurance providers.
Whatever you ride, whatever you ride,
Whatever you ride.
ride with Shannons.
Call 134646 for a quote.
Through turn 1, it was a horrible start from De Bono, who's absolutely bogged it up and gets eaten alive by Dixon and Gowans as they come on through. Through turn 1 they come, and they all spread out around in towards the first sector of the Silverstone circuit. They look all right at the moment. Okay, there's already been a car spun round. That's Jordan Ferguson offline.
Is green at Road Atlanta here as well. Faulkner did get away. De Bono is tucked in as well. Unfortunately, Houghton is on that outside line. De Bono does want to turn it to twos. He's got the job. De Bono's overtaken. Now can he get Ben Faulkner up through turns for 2 and 3? They go round the right-hander, dropping down the hill. Faulkner's out in front. De Bono second. Houghton third. Ratcliffe in fourth. No real dramas going into turn 1.
We've always had a few cars. They're all special. The T-Bird.
Oh, that's mine.
The Combi for when we want to get away. The XR8.
It's going to be a classic.
They're all insured with Shannons,
We've also got Shannon's home and contents cover.
which helps protect our automotive collectibles, tools and memorabilia in the home and garage. If you're motoring enthusiasts like us, it's got to be.
Shannon's.
Shannons, insurance for motoring enthusiasts. Call 134646 for a quote.
amazing. It's clash heads again. This is like Chaz Moskin and Cam Waters. Almost the same situation. Better contact going down the hill. Sam Noble wants to sniff on Dave Coleman now. Sam Noble bottle right now because tell you what, Bruce Tannock and Jamie Dyson just absolutely drove away from us. Hayden trying to go around the outside. This is where he could have just sent it up the inside, but he has implemented, which is fair enough. It's very scary out there, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we get the good run. God's just absolutely think about it in his head. Really nice move. Blake Delaney had to move out of the way.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to SRW TV, and welcome into the Warren and Brown Tools Viet Supercars series here for round 5 of season 4 of 2024, out at Motegi for the East Circuit this evening, a track that has brought us so many great racing moments in the supercars prior to now. We're going to be in for one hell of a night of racing coming your way. I'm your commentator here tonight, Hamish Munro, bringing you all the action through sight and sound onto SRW TV. Alongside me, as always, is our resident owner, operator, co-commentator, Steve Sinkovic. Sinker, big night of racing ahead. Aragon last week for a brand new test for these drivers. This week, it's an old favourite out at Motegi, which should lead to a little bit of chaos and controversy, because when we were here last time, it was really the resurgence of Brett Taylor when he was battling his way up onto the podium.
This is true. Yeah, I am the jack of all trades, tradesman of none.
Jack of all trades, maybe.
I had, I actually said it correctly in my head, and when it came out, it went the other way. I'm absolutely stuffed, mate. I've had an absolute terror of a day. My studio/office that I share with my wonderful wife is coming together. Part of the wall is up. And I don't even know who won the Melbourne Cup, and I don't really care. All I want to know is, are we going to have a pearler tonight? Is Brett Taylor going to lift his game?
I think
he nearly got up to the top step last week.
Well, the winner of the Melbourne Cup today was paying 101 to 1 on the odds to win the Cup, and they won. I can't even remember what their name was now. Not that I watched the Melbourne Cup, it's obviously scrolling on Facebook. You see the news of who wins, and then you follow some betting companies, and it's like, oh yeah, they had these odds for today's race. But I mean, we've got our own little cup running tonight, Sinker. It's the Motegi Cup sprint round action. Should give us a lot of opportunity for great racing. 20-minute sprint, 40-minute feature. What more could you ask for? I mean, this track has offered up so many memorable moments across a multitude of series that we run here in SRW. And I think tonight we're going to be on for some more history. I mean, as I mentioned, Brett Taylor's phenomenal run here back in season 1, where that was really the first sign of his mid-season resurgence that he has every season. This season, it started slightly earlier.
Run?
That was the first one.
The first nudie run.
Yeah, I think that was his first win in AMS, and he got on the either the overall podium or he was P4, something like that. So it was a great race.
As far as our interviews in the last couple of, I will say last week and a half, the excitement level that Brett Taylor brought to the booth was phenomenal. The boys that we've had the last few weeks, some of them have been very low key. Oh yeah, a little bit too humble. Like, get excited, lads! Come on.
You gotta have some excitement about you when you take a win or you take a podium. I mean, maybe if you feel you've been cheated out of the win on the last lap by getting passed by the other car, then that might make you a little bit sour. But if it's your first win, it's something pretty special, especially for Brett Taylor when he took that one here last time we drove here. I mean, there's been other memorable moments as well. I recall back to when we had a sprint round here in the SFLs, and Doug Gowans, in an absolute sheer piece of luck. I mean, for those who don't know, regular sprint round format is you get 15 minutes for quali, but when the 15 minutes is up, quali's done, you get cut off. He crossed the line, finished his lap to put the car on pole as the time went out, and he got cut off. He got cut off literally with the wheels across the line, and he got given the pole. It was incredible.
Yeah, good old Dougie Gowans. He always brings something to the show, doesn't he?
He does. He always brings something
guns
special.
Out, Grandpa Gowan.
Whether it's a bit guns out and chaotic, or whether it's a phenomenal Bradbury-style drive to a win, we love to see it from Dougie Gowans. We've got a heap of chats out there already. Beck is in the chat list tonight. Good evening to you. as well as Project 36, which I believe is Brendan Griffiths.
Chat here. Oh, so we've got a few things in chat here. Everyone's getting everyone fired up, which is really good.
They are.
Sean Van Amelie reckons they should fill Matty's car over so that it slows him down. Rebecca Bogan, Mark Horton might be out tonight with power failure.
Yeah.
Billy Mole, unfull races spotted for Shane already questioning my strategies. This team is they're going to end up knocking each other out.
Daniel Snedden's out there as well, giving his love for Angus Lawford too. So qualifying coming your way. As I mentioned, it's a sprint round here tonight. So regular sprint round qualifying is commencing. 15 minutes for these drivers at the best time that they can around the Motegi East circuit. Once the 15 minutes is up, they are cut off. It automatically moves to the next session, so they must get their laps done and dusted before the 15 minutes is finished. It doesn't matter if they start it with only 30 seconds to go. They'll get cut off before they meet the line as drivers begin to head out on track here for qualifying. Sinker, big night of racing for us, as I mentioned. Big week of racing coming up as well. We've got some phenomenal tracks on offer for you. Navara tomorrow night for the SFLs, Thursday out at Tsukuba Circuit, Friday for Legends. We've got your double header of the round 4 race replay out at Mid-Ohio for the Legends, and then the live race at VIR for the short circuit. Then Sunday we're back here at Motegi for the next round of the Warren Brown Toolsby at Supercars Championship.
Sorry, mate. I interrupt you with laughter over the top of that. But I just reading Coleman's message.
I reckon we can make an argument for Coleman to actually race on the Tuesday, but in Pro-Am class.
He probably could at the moment, mate.
I reckon we can make a solid argument for it.
Yeah, let's just face it.
He's a bit over the hill recently, isn't he?
He's run of form has been. Oh, he had a really, really good one the other night, and we thought he was going to do really well. He didn't do too bad, but you've got the pace, mate. You know, slouch, and you're definitely not a Pro-Am. You just got to lift your game. More of a field here.
Well,
there's more of a field here, but the quality of the field on a Sunday night is exceptional.
Well, I was going to say, maybe the definition of a Pro-Am and an Am has changed, Sinker. So maybe even though Coleman was once classified as a pro, the scales moved up now, and he was kind of on the teetering edge of going between Pro-Am or Pro. Like, I think Angus Lawford and Jamie Davis, who race on Tuesday, if they race today, I think Coleman deserves to race today. Doesn't mean they're necessarily better than him, but I think that he's either on the level or only like a 0.1 better than they are on his best day.
What the hell is Jack Oz on?
Yeah.
Has he had some cookies tonight or something?
I don't know. Apparently he wants a sumo wrestling match between myself and Sinker in between qualifying and the race. Well, it probably wouldn't take me very long to beat Sinker in a sumo wrestling match, because I out-age him by about 20 years and I outweigh him by probably about 50 kilos. So, I mean, it wouldn't be very fair. We wouldn't even be in the same weight class.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's a funny one, that one. Camera's working. Everyone's happy. Angus Lawford is not a pro. I am. Oh, but so there's people out there, people getting engaged and getting involved. You know what? There's we only really gave away. What did we give away on Sunday night? Just
we gave away a couple of things.
We gave out some gloves.
I have got the list. I did keep a list of it.
We gave gloves away. We gave a series membership away, but we didn't give away.
We gave away a tool
the
bag.
big prize.
We gave away a tool bag.
We gave away a tool bag. I've got a soldering iron kit, one of those ones that looks like a gun that all fires up.
That's right.
So we're going to give that away tonight.
That's it.
We'll do that. We'll give that away tonight, and we'll also give away a pair of work gloves from Warren and Brown, and we'll also give away some gloves from SRW and 12-month sub. So get involved, people. We'll have some questions. Hamish, did you even think about getting questions ready today?
I've got a couple in my head that we can look up. One that I've actually just thought of a good one. So
Hush there, Coleman. Don't speak of the Lord's name in vain.
Wait,
mate, shipments are out. People that got things last week have already received them. So hopefully they will post them on Facebook with, a thank you. that would be nice.
Okay. What do we want to give away first, Singer? Because I've got one that would actually, it would be a question that would generally, it's on topic of where we are racing, but it would probably more likely be on a pub quiz than anything else that I could possibly ask. It's really, it's really a general knowledge-based thing. I'll let you decide what the prize is for this question. I'll ask what the question is. They'll obviously
General knowledge will
chat.
give away some Warren Brown work gloves.
Okay, we'll give away the work gloves. I will write it in the chat. I have checked, and I know this is correct. I did double check myself.
The reason why Hamish is checking, just for those who would like to know why he's checking.
Google screwed me over the other day when I checked a stat, and it was wrong, thanks to Google.
He did a shoemaker one the other night of about what was it? It was
who's had more fastest laps than points in Formula One. Which in general I should have known. I was tired on Sunday. It's just a long week.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's. I think the only person that would have something like that would be someone like a Hulkenberg.
Well, he hasn't even had a
He's won
podium before, so
no.
No, it would have to be a driver who's done one fastest lap but has never scored a point. It would have to be one of those drivers. So the question is, to win yourself a pair of Warren Brown Tools work gloves, what is the most popular sport in Japan based on crowd attendance, love for the sport? What is it? You might not know this thing. I reckon you'll be surprised by what the actual answer is.
No, I'm pretty sure I know this one. I'm pretty sure I know it, but I won't give it away.
Jack Oz is wrong with the answer of football.
No, football, mate. Even I know that one, Jack Oz. Get on the point of the Titanic, mate, and stand there. We've got a PR car rotating.
Do we indeed? So at the moment, Angus Lawford sits on the provisional pole. Stephen Banks has gotten it with baseball.
Baseball, that's the one. Hit a home run, baby.
Toriously guessing with wrestling. Wrestling's actually a good guess. It is very popular in Japan, but baseball takes the cake.
Sumo is very popular, but baseball is huge.
Well, even professional wrestling as well. But baseball, they fill the Tokyo Dome most weekends. Like if Tokyo plays there, like every Tokyo game at the Dome gets filled. It's ridiculous.
Fancy going to war against a country, then adapting its favourite sport
What's funny
as
is
one of your own.
Some of the best MLB players, like the last 15 years, have all come from Japan. Like, it's ridiculous. He'll be waiting for you at the flagpole, Sinker. So the moment we're halfway through qualifying, Angus Lawford sits on provisional pole position with a 1:19.9.
You have won some Warren Brown mechanics tool gloves. So I don't have your postal address, so please send it to me in a DM, and we'll get them shipped out to you this week when we ship out all the other prizes. We'll probably ship them all out on Thursday or Friday.
Harry, that's just straight up racist. Kung Fu tournaments, Jesus.
Street Fighter. It's like
Joy Gallen got it right as well, but unfortunately Stephen got there first.
I won. I love it. All right, who we got? We got Angus Lawford, 119.9.
The only driver in the 19s at the moment. Davis is P2 right now, 120.25. Wade Sheedy, P3 at the moment, return to the series, 120.35. A couple of drivers out this week. Unfortunately, my father decided
Gallen doing it in Joy Gallen. Yeah. I thought it was John Gallen. Joy Gallen's in there. Go Angus Breakfast 6. Cheers, Cinco. Warren Brown towards the air there.
A lot of love for Mr. Lawford recently, Cinco.
He's definitely a rising star as far as
he's becoming the John Gallen of the series now. Remember, Gallen used to have the Gallen fan club.
Taylor or the Pro.
Well, we're getting the Angus Lawford fan club now. Just in the chat with us every week. It's great to see. Got a couple of drivers on the cameras here tonight as well. Peter Pavlovic is one of them. He's currently sitting in. Oh no, he's still going. Why is it not going on his camera? Why is his camera frozen? Well, that's a Pavlovic problem. So his camera's frozen, unfortunately. And then Kyowi's also out there with us as well. So we'll check back in with Peter to see if his camera fixes itself. But
make it in syncer. I'm not sure what you're referring to, mate.
Oh, did his replacement make? Oh, I think because Greg was going to get a replacement from I think it was either next in the list or Trent Allen.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes, I did see something on the chat.
Yeah.
Look, I haven't been much in the chat, man. I've had a disaster of a day today. Not complete disaster, but yeah, work really made me work on my day off, that's for sure. But anyway, don't need to know about my life. Let's get on to these boys here, and we've got a massive group out there of drivers. We're on a show here for the Melbourne Cup Eve, which in my younger days, I didn't know where I'd be here at the computer. I'd be usually at a pub somewhere, soaking wet in a suit or something like that. But this looks like it's an absolute pearler tonight.
Unmissable, if you ask me. You know, the Melbourne Cup, you get about 90 seconds of enjoyment every, 10 minutes? Tonight, you get a whole hour across 2 races of excitement with Supercars
We get a
action.
whole 1 hour and, a whole 20 minutes and a whole 40 minutes. So you get 2 levels of hype.
Plus also the 15-minute quali as well. So what more could you ask for on a Tuesday night? So, Cowie at the
Listening
moment.
to our dulcet tones. Oh, Cowie!
Big moment for
Cowie,
Cowie.
what's he doing? He stayed
the
off the wall, but
grass.
what the hell happened there?
I don't know, a bit of a moment, maybe just pulling it up, trying to avoid someone. Angus Lawford still has the provisional pole position at this stage on board. Oh, no, he's been taken over by Jamie Davis, who's just gone 1:19.85. So Davis has overtaken Lawford on the timing tower. So there's a challenger to Lawford's time. They're the only 2 in the 19s at the moment.
The boys have been practicing. Team SRW have been practicing. They've been putting in the hours today. So we've got the whole team in here tonight by the look of it. Noble's there, Josh King's there. Is Brad out there?
No, Brad.
Jake's out there. Just about the whole team's out there. So it's going to be a fun night.
So Lawford up towards the final corner. He has a fastest first sector, a green second sector. This could be good enough to take back the provisional pole from Jamie Davis. What does the time look like? Oh, is it something special? It is. He goes 1:19.78. What a time.
6 100s. 6 100s. These boys are slaying it out there. Doing really well. Really well.
So now the pressure goes on to Jamie Davis. Can he match? Can he go better once again? The challenge was already put forward to him by Lawford, and now it's been put forward to him again. As he comes up towards the final corner, he's giving some toe to a couple of drivers in behind him. Sure, they'll give him plenty of space to attack this lap. Let's sit on board with him for this one and see if he can challenge that pole time of Angus Lawford. 1:19.78 to beat for Jamie Davis of Team SRW Motorsport. Crosses the line, starts the lap. Tough run down to turn 1, Sinker. It's a downhill and a hard braking zone. Very tough to get this thing pulled up, especially on maximum push.
Yep. He's done well. Done well.
Round through 2 and 3. Little dogleg section up towards turn 4. And then through 5 as well. So a couple of chicanes test the drivers wanting to attack the curves. Fast run up towards turn 6. Another hard braking zone. Luckily, though, it's not downhill this time. So he can break that a little bit later than turn 1. Round he comes through the right-hander under the bridge of the oval circuit here at Twin Ring. This lap time, I don't know if it's really lighting the world on fire, Sinker. We haven't really got his sectors at the moment, but that's going to be lap over as he crosses the sand. Ooh. So he has to move. He has to get back to the line. Otherwise, he's not going to get another time in, Sinker. This might be qualifying over for Jamie Davis.
Yeah, well, he's not over. He's still got second spot, but
just over in terms of being able to challenge.
To the top spot.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. But you know what? It's sometimes it's not too bad being in second place, depending on where the first corner is, whether it's a lefter or a righty. So
also where the line is as well, on the dirty side of the track.
Yeah.
You probably
Dodgy got his gloves the other day. Got his gloves. Well done, Dodgy. These are our development gloves, so they will be going on the market soon. To mainly just to get feedback from people and to get them out there and let people have fun with them. And we're pushing for our next range to come out soon. They've got some more samples coming out.
So final run home to the line for Rigby and Sheedy. Do they go any better this time by? Rigby's in the top 3. Levin has now gotten past Clifton and Fitzpatrick. Sheedy goes no better. That'll be the end of qualifying for them. Jake Edwards has started another lap, but I think he might be a little bit too far away before being able to meet the line sinker. He's only got about 15 seconds to do it. He's not going to make it home on this lap. Michael Quash, can he get home? No, he's a bit too far away as well. He's only got about 10 seconds. So realistically, the last few drivers who could set times is maybe Brett Taylor, but time is not on his side. 15 minutes is up, and they are cut off, and Lawford has claimed yet another pole position here in the Tuesday night Warren and Brown V8 Supercars series here out at Motegi. So sprint round action to come. 20-minute heats, 40-minute feature. Me Siri thought I was talking to it on that moment there, Sinker. But this is going to be an absolute cracker. If you guys are new
it's
here,
going to be good, man.
It will.
It's going to be absolutely awesome.
If you guys are new here or you've been here for a while and you haven't done it yet, be sure to hit that like button, the subscribe, and the bell icon as well, because you guys, you want to be notified of the racing we've got coming this week and throughout the rest of the season. Tonight is going to be massive. Starting grid very quickly on your screens now. Angus Lawford will start pole position ahead of Jamie Davis on the front row of the grid. Sean Rigby, Brendan Levin on the second row with Mick Clifton, Blake Fitzpatrick making up the top 6. Wade Sheedy, Matty Parker in the top 8 with Jake Edwards and Jeremy Bush inside the top 10. Bush will start pole for the AMs. Andrew Rushworth, Andrew Cowan will start in behind them with Blake Urquhart, Benjamin Brook, Scotty Weston and Michael Quash making up the top 16. Brett Taylor, Jacob Traynor, Peter Pavlik, Daniel Clutterbuck for the top 20. Mitch Noble, Callan Hodgkinson, Josh King, Craig Healy for the top 24 cars. With Marty Hughes, Kurt Nommensen, Brad Hayes, Matt Feely, Martin Lipsky, Di Feldman, Stephanie Bacoli, and Wilmona Markoughton not making the start of this race. So Steph will make up our grid of 31 cars here this evening, Sinker, and we are on for an absolute barn burner.
We are. These boys on a Tuesday night, and girls, really put it on for us. 2 girls in the series, which is really good to see, but I'd love to see more. Another 3 or 4, 5 or 6 maybe even.
I reckon Mick Clifton needs to
cool
buy
would that
Beck
be?
a rig. She can come racing with him. Have the Rockstar
There
and the
you go.
groupie together on the track.
All right, I'm going to put my camera on. Let's see. We'll go with Scotty Weston. Scotty Weston, he's been putting in some great laps of late and really working hard. So let's give it to him. And we'll put it on TV2.
So Lawford and Davis will be on the front row together. Davis having an absolute cracker of a season. I don't believe he's been given a penalty once all season, Sinker. This has been a great run from him thus far. Perfect opportunity for him to win. But Lawford is really bringing the challenge to him. So Davis leads the title race at the moment on 508 points. Lawford is back in P4 on 458. So there's only 50 points separating the top 2 cars on the grid here tonight. Levin's P2 in the title race, and then Edwards is P3. All 4 of them are in the race here this evening. So good opportunity to gain some points, but also an opportunity to lose some points as well. So this is going to be a tough task for them, Sinker. We'll have lights up in a moment. We'll be going racing around Motegi for 20 minutes for the heat race here this evening. Lawford on pole. Davis P2. Lights are up. Davis has got some backup from Levin in behind his new teammate. Rigby's there to break down the party if he can. We are underway and everyone spreads out across the road down towards turn 1 off the line. It was a rocketing start from Lawford, who covers the inside line already. Davis is forced to go outside. Levin on the inside of Rigby as well through turn 1. Do we get any carnage on the way through? Doesn't look like it just yet. They've kept it nice and clean as they come up through 2 and 3 as well. But Lawford leads. Davis P2. Levin in P3. And Parker's had a spin or a slight little slide through 3. And now he's getting eaten up by the bunch of piranhas in behind him.
There's not much room there. If you make a mistake, there is a car that's out there. 199. Looks like it's fully rotated. The boys are going 2 and 3 wide. Looks like it's someone doing a bit of flickering in the back there. It's one of the TMX boys. I think it is...
It'd be Quashy, wouldn't it?
Clutterbuck.
Oh, yeah, Clutters is in the field.
Yeah, I think it's Clutterbuck out the back, flickering away, disappearing a little bit. So
So Rigby's copped himself a slowdown. He's now dropped down the order a little bit. Lawford leads the way. Davis P2, Levin still P3. Clifton's up into the top 4. He's got Jake Edwards all over the back of him at the moment. Fitzy's up there as well as Sheedy, Rigby, Parker and Urquhart for an all Pro-Am top 10 at this stage, as Urquhart's now just gotten past Parker as well into the final corner.
We have already gapped the Mickey Clifton in 4th place by 2 seconds already, and we haven't even gone just going the first lap now. So they got some great pace going on there. Angus, where's his teammate? He needs a wingman, man. He's going to get a lot of pressure here by the Team SAW boys.
He had one earlier in the season, but unfortunately just hasn't been here. It seems.
I can't remember.
I can't remember what his name was. It started with J, I'm pretty sure. They had a great run out at Long Beach, I recall, in the first Sunday round of the season where they both got on the podium. Probably should have known how strong Angus was in that race. Hey?
Yeah. Still going 2 by 2 across the back. Their boys are filtering it out a little bit now. Looks like Healy's having a bit of a look there. No, that's Scotty Weston having a bit of a look with Andrew Rushworth. They're going 2 by 2 in the bottom screen, keeping it nice and clean. And then got car 67 is responsibility, drive-through penalty. Craig Healy.
He had a moment where he got sent off track down at turn 3. Parker's just gone off the road, needs to watch the rejoin. That might be a penalty coming his way if Pavlik decides to call it in. That could have been a massive moment in this race.
What number's Pavlovic? 216. He's calling it in.
And Cowie's had a moment as well. Where is he? He's dropped out of the session. Of the storms cost him as well. Has he been sent out of the stratosphere here this evening?
Can't see him out there.
He's dropping down the order on the timing. So Cowie is considered out. So I reckon he's dropped.
Yep, I think he's out. I can't see him.
Yeah, his camera's frozen.
I know there he is. He's in 31st.
Back. So both his, whatever reason, both his and Pav's cameras are frozen. Oh, he's not happy. Cowie is not happy right now.
03 and 199 net code.
Cowie is not happy at the moment, Sinker.
Cowie's sitting there with disbelief.
Yeah, we missed it, but he actually flipped off his screen. He was so upset with that one. So you have to feel for Cowie in this race. That's done and dusted for him. A lot of effort in practice, and unfortunately that is his night over and done with, at least for race number 1. His computer is frozen completely, so that's a shame for Cowie. Pav is out there, but his camera is lagging a little bit, I must say.
In the sim world, your equipment is part of your equipment, just like any other car racing, motorsport, whatever, engine, brakes, whatever.
Exactly.
And when your system goes down, it's just like having a spark plug fail or fuel line or water pump or anything like that. So it all has its challenges. You've got to be in there, and Cowie's got a pretty mega unit, so sometimes it's not a bad thing to keep it simple and not that much going on, but Cowie's got a lot going on in his unit.
He does indeed. So at the moment, Jake Edwards has now gotten past Mickey Clifton. He's up 5 spots in this race, is Edwards. He's done an incredible job thus far off the race start. Levin is quite up the road though, 3.9 seconds. So Edwards is going to have to get a move on if he hopes to chase down the top 3, or hope that they start battling to help rubber band him back up into the action further ahead. Jeremy Bush, who's at the back end of this train, still leads the AMs at the moment. He's got Michael Quash in behind him, challenging him for that win at the moment. Rushworth sits P3 in the standings for that one, with Brooke separating them from the Pro-Am class at the moment. Lawford, though, still leads the way as Hayes. I think Matty Parker's had a moment. He spun it round. Where is Hayes? Because he's also had one. He's kept it going. So they two, I think they might have tangled Sinker, if I'm honest.
Matty Parker's got a black flag for an unsafe rejoin, which we saw.
Yeah, that was the one against... so that's the moment with Hayes and Parker. So Parker had already lost it. Who was it that went past Parker to cause him to have the slide?
He's having a bit of bad luck of late, young Matty Parker.
Yeah, he is. He's just really been unlucky with it at this stage, but It's unfortunate for Hayes as well. Nowhere for him to go. And the night has only been going from bad to worse for Matty Parker thus far. But the man who has been going from strength to strength here tonight is Angus Lawford. He still leads the way, although he has Davis and Levin hot on his heels at the front of the field. But Jakey Edwards is chasing them down, although he has lost a little bit of time over the last lap or so, Sinker. He might be saving a bit of tyre just to try and chase them down towards the end of the race. Yes, we've had confirmation it was Jaden Green who races for Project 36. He works FIFO, so it's hard for him to get out there.
Matty Parker has been given a stop and hold. I'm not sure why.
Would have been for holding brakes, I would say, against the incident with Brad Hayes.
Oh, because he's...
Yeah.
Okay, so that was relation. So it was 216. And did he have another incident or something? Did he?
The other incident with Brad Hayes, we'll pull it up again for you. So Hayes here had nowhere to go. So Parker had already lost it. So he was in behind.
We're talking about Matty Parker.
Oh, yes, so he sent it on the PR car. Right, he then tried to keep going, didn't hold brakes, bang, straight in the way of Hayes. So he's likely been given the stop and hold for the dive on who I think was Pavlovic at the time. No, it wasn't. It was Marty. Marty Hughes. Who was it? One of the Pelicans. It was one of the Pelicans at this stage. But he dived them down there and ended up clipping the inside. It spun him out. He didn't hold the brakes, tried to get it going again, and then the car ricocheted into the way of Brad Hayes. Not much Brad Hayes could do.
Okay.
So.
Cool. Oh, well, that's what happens. That rule is there to stop and hold the brakes so that you do not ricochet into a third person and a third party that's just coming past. Cowie, everything race said, great, my PC freezes up when I'm going decent. No luck this season so far. Nah, Cowie, you are having a absolute pearl this season, mate. Freezes galore, PCs issues. That's all right. You'll have the Christmas break to get all the bugs out, mate.
Yes, we really feel for you, though, Cowie. We saw the frustration on your face and completely understand what it's like to go through those issues. So hopefully you can get those issues sorted before the end of the season and you can get going again, or hopefully get it all ready and going for season one.
Switch of positions. We had Brendan Levin past Jamie Davis at some point, and Jakey Edwards is falling off the pace a little bit.
Well, he's caught
I
back
think
up. He's
Jamie
caught
must
back
have
up
had
to them a
something
little
going on.
bit.
He was 1 second. He was 1 second off on his last lap, so something must have happened to him.
No, I think Brandon just actually took it from him. He did. He just raced him. He took the move, dived up the inside. Davis had to take evasive action.
Okay.
Are you sure you're happy with picking up Levin in your team, Sinker?
Mate, there's nothing wrong with racing, mate. It's all good. They're in the same Discord. They're probably chin wagging away and having a bit of fun. He's not in there?
He's not in there.
Oh, he isn't either.
But he just sent it on him unknown.
Oh, well. That's it. That's all right. There's nothing wrong with racing. The boys, as long as the boys are having fun, I've told them. Have fun. Don't do what Dean and Mitch did the other night, and enjoy.
They crash.
Yeah, they hit each other.
That was an SFLs, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure that. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, SFLs.
Yes. Yeah. Dean did the. Dean lost control and whacked him one. But Revolution Racy, Jaden. That's it.
That's what I was saying. Jaden Green.
Jaden Green with his teammate that race that we had when they were flying together.
So obviously he's on FIFO at the moment. Maybe he'll be back next week or on Sunday.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Tell you what, the groups are putting on some mega shows down there with in the back. I've got it on. I've still got it on Scotty Weston.
Yeah.
So the boys in front of him, behind him, very very close. Benjamin Brooks, the bottleneck in there. So we've got him as the first one, and followed by Rushy, Weston, Noble, Taylor, Hodgkinson. Hodgkinson's a bit back off that pack. He's finding his way through. Jeremy Bush continuing his lead in the Pro-Ams.
Yeah, he hasn't really been challenged by Kwashi just yet. He's done well. So there's the relative for these cars. They're they haven't really spread out too much. They've stayed in this battle. But Noble at the moment is just trying to find a way past Scotty Weston, but he can't quite do it because Brooks trying to hold up Rushworth here, which has given Quash and Bush a hell of an advantage over Rushworth. He'll be hoping to challenge for that race win here tonight for the AMs.
Yeah, the boys at the front have slowed down a little bit, but the guys behind them have slowed down even more. Like they're doing low 21s at the moment. They're pretty much within a couple of tenths of each other. But Jake Edwards has gone down 21.8s, and then Clifton behind him 7s, and Blake Fitzpatrick 21.5s.
Oh my God!
So they're
Scotty Weston
3 wide at the
Hang
bottom.
on. What has happened with Brooke there? He's just parked it on the inside of the corner. Weston sent it up the inside of Rushworth and on the outside of Brooke. Did Brooke maybe get a slowdown and he had to commit to it at that corner?
Yeah, I think he did. Because it changed the order. He lost 4 spots in that.
Yeah.
It gave Rushy the lead, and Weston right at the back of him. They're still close. Taylor is putting the pressure on Brooks there in the back there. He's 2 tenths. So you'll see Taylor come up as the next car after Noble, Benjamin Brooks, and Taylor. Taylor is sniffing like crazy there.
He's hot on their heels at the
and
moment.
they said that Tassie Devil was extinct.
No, he's just living in Geelong.
It lives and breathes.
Doesn't even live on the island
Yeah,
anymore.
this is a great battle back here, isn't it? Look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cars all the way down to Peter Pav. They've all closed in on each other. Josh King is the next one across. So there's a combination of pros and pro-ams and AMs in that whole big bundle there from Rushy backwards.
Well, Brooke is struggling through here. He's offline. Taylor's putting all sorts of pressure on him. Down towards turn 6. Brooke's going to try and cover that inside possibly. Taylor's just trying to find a way past. Is he going to send it up? He's inside. Not quite close enough this time by for Taylor. Has to back out of it, unfortunately. But yeah, this battle's been materialising throughout this whole race and having an absolute
Ricky's having a good old stoush with Fitzpatrick. He's putting the pressure on, but he's got Wade Sheedy putting the pressure on them as well.
It's his teammates. They'll be working together surely to get past Fitzy.
Yeah, they're going real fast.
Absolute gangbusters between Platinum Racing at the moment as they try and put the pressure on Blake Fitzpatrick in P6 on the road. We haven't quite been able to find a way past him just yet. We've got around about 6 minutes left in this race. It's all been Angus Lawford thus far, but Levin has started to creep back up onto the rear of that Project 36 car in the lead of this race in the simrigs.com entry. And Levin find his way through,
Damon's
but looking behind them as well, they've got a bit of lap traffic there.
He's done a 120. He's got the fastest lap of the race so far. But he's done really well getting up there.
But Matty Parker's gone a lap down now on the top 3. Do we think he has a part to play in this sinker, or is he just going to have to wait there and sit behind them? Because he is allowed to get his lap back.
He's not going to be able to get his lap back. There's 6 minutes left. But what he can do is get his eye back in and get his rhythm back in, because he's got the pace. We can see his pace. I mean, his current lap, where is he? Matty Parker is down
what I mean
there.
is he could race past them. If he has the pace over them, he can pass them, but he has to do it safely.
Yeah.
Nothing says that he can't go back past them and get his lap back on them. But it is going to be a challenge because these guys have all got great pace and he would have to race them for it. He wouldn't just be able to do it oh so easily over, say, some people who would normally be at the back that he has pace over.
Yeah. Well, look at it this way. If you got in front of them, then his problem's going to be that he's going to be in blue flag zone all the way through. So he'll probably end up yielding. Oh, it looks like Jamie's having a crack at Levin.
He's all over him.
Giving a great old drive.
Wait,
there,
what's happened to
boys.
Lawford? Lawford's just dropped. Oh, no, he's back. He's blinking at the front of the field. So Lawford's blinking.
A bit of a scare here, mate.
I was like, what happened? He disappeared into the stratosphere for a second. He's back, though. Back in the lead of the race. But he has started to build up a 1 second gap over Brandon Levin at this stage. So Levin just having to cool the jets a little bit, back off, and not put too much pressure. Oh, he'll be hoping, though.
Jeremy Bush is playing the podium card?
No, well, not necessarily podium, but the pole card. I mean, he He has a little bit of time over Michael
That's what I
Quash.
meant, yeah. Second beat in the top 10.
Well, he's got a bit of time over Quash at the moment. He's still ahead of him.
Yeah.
He'll be happy to sit here.
Yeah.
He'll be happy to finish 10th. He'll get a win, but he'll also get the pole for race 2. So this might work out quite well for him because he'd be able to gap Quashy by 9 cars.
Yeah, it'd be a smart move. It'd definitely been a smart move.
It would. The battle continues on, but up the front, Lawford has started to gap Levin, who's under pressure from his teammate Jamie Davis. Matty Parker, well, he'll be hoping if they come together, he's not in the way of it. He just doesn't get caught up in the crossfire.
I'll be hoping they don't come together.
Being their brand new teammates, first time they're on track together this week as teammates as well.
Yes, brand new. We haven't even talked about it really. Brandon Levin joined Team SRW Motorsports on, I think it was Monday. We officially did it. Not in these colours.
Yeah, you did. You had this livery on Sunday. Yeah, you spoke about it at length
it was Friday.
on Sunday.
Must have been Friday we did it. Yeah. And it's the ugly.
It's the one that it's the one that you didn't. It's also the one that you didn't finish properly because the windows are coloured in at the moment. Someone hasn't trimmed the vinyl.
Okay. As long as he can see out, that's all good.
That's all that matters. So 11 at the moment, P2. He's about a second up to Lawford.
They coloured in. They knew the windows could stay coloured in. I'd put some more advertising on there.
No, it doesn't look nice. It looks a lot better when you can actually see through the window and you can actually see the car number on the window. Oh, bit of a blink from Davis.
Oh, yeah, that's unusual.
A lot of blinks tonight from some drivers. Sinko,
yeah,
and a couple of screen freezes as well, it seems.
Jamie's a Melbourne boy, so he's not up there in the storms, but these boys are having a great little fight there. The two big battles are on the top and bottom screen. They're going great guns each way. The bottom screen is they've sort of tapped out a little bit. They're all around 3/10 and in a bit of a rhythm. It gives us Jeremy Booth, Michael Quash, Andrew Rushworth. They're your top 3 of your AMs. Angus Lawford, Brandon Levon, and Jamie Davis, top 3 of your pros.
And don't get confused.
Bit of 2-wide action. Looks like Mitch Noble's having a go.
There he is.
He's taking him on the inside. Whoa,
Good
that was a bit
from
of pace
Noble.
to get by.
I have a feeling that maybe Weston just let him have it. I don't know if Weston was really willing to battle it too hard. But don't get confused by the Nova Sim Sports car. But then he also committed to it on the racing line, so that also doesn't look correct. But don't be confused by the 4th car on your big screen as well. That's Matty Parker, who's unfortunately a lap down. Jamie Davis has just gone back past Brandon Levin. P2 on the road. So they've swapped back with 40 seconds to go on the clock. This should be final lap of the race as Lawford leads them round. He's led every single lap. He's put no foot wrong thus far in this race, very similarly to last week out at Aragon. And he could be on for one hell of a victory here this evening. After 20 minutes, we have to look at him and say he is a challenger for this championship sinker. He's taken multiple wins this season, multiple pole positions. He's approaching lap traffic in Stephanie Piccoli at the moment. It took them 20 minutes to catch Steph at the back of the field.
Tell you what, not to cut you off, but bottom screen, Mitch Noble having a go at Rushworth, trying to get the final spot on the podium. He's got the inside line over undergoing. Looks like Mitch might have this go. He's got the inside line.
Oh, there's Rushy still. Final corner though.
Action too.
Final corner. Lawford round he comes. And the 152 Simrig's entry takes another win on the Tuesday night Supercars. Davis P2, Levin in P3. Edwards is going to come home P4 with Clifton hot on his tail in the top 5. Fitzpatrick, Sheedy and Rigby will make up the top 8. Urquhart, as Rigby's actually just gone past his teammate. Urquhart P9. Bush has gotten P10. P1 for the AMs. And he'll have the pole for race number 2.
Ooh, great little fighting there by the boys. Having an absolute perler. That's some great racing there from all the boys in the AMs and the pros. We had both both coming across the line together and putting on a great show. A few of these boys are still racing, finishing off the line as we see Ray's, who's that? Lipsky, Feldman, Hayes, Hughes, Feely and Healy. Nice burnout in the bottom screen by Mr. Lawford.
He's done the business and he's gotten the win here this evening.
Jamie Davis got himself back into that second place. Oh, now officially we will have, as always, 3 minutes on our starting grid, unlike what we had on Tuesday night, where the starting grid went for 1 minute, and some of the boys missed out on the feature race.
That was Thursday, wasn't it?
That was Thursday, yes. And Grumpy Steve wasn't happy, I'll tell you right now, because one of my championship contenders, Kyle Avery, didn't make the grid, and he finished the first heat in third.
Well, should have been on the rig quicker.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have taken so long to grid up. So we've got our 5-minute warm-up to come now. We've got some prizes to give away. What do we want to give away next, Sinko?
What? What do you want to give away?
Well, we've got quite a few things. We've got a soldering kit to give away. We've got some gloves. We've got some seasons, some yearly subscriptions. I mean,
what are the viewers out there tonight? There's 30 of you out there. Please like and subscribe. Also, hit the notification button. We actually hit 1,300 subscribers last night, which was really cool. And on our way there, another 700 to go. I'm not sure when we'll hit the 2,000, but we hopefully in the next 6 months or so. What do the viewers want to win? Subscription? SRW gloves?
I've got another Japanese pop culture question this time.
What happened to Jeff? Sushi for lunch or something?
No, mate. Well, we're at Japan for Motegi. I thought keep it on brand, keep it on Japan.
California rolls for everyone.
Chicken katsu roll for everyone.
Good would it be if we had someone like Menulog or something like that, and they would deliver to the viewers for us for a prize? That would
imagine
be cool.
Deliver us dinner on the night of the races. That'd be phenomenal.
Yeah. It's like, viewer number blah, blah, blah. You got that right answer. Right, Macca's for you, mate. Get it delivered. How cool would that be?
That'd be great.
That's real life at its best. All right, Menulog, reach out to us.
All right, well, we'll give away... Should we give away a season for Season 1, Sinko? Yeah, sub for sure. Got some drivers who are getting keen on SRW. So let's give away a Season 1 subscription.
I'll tell you what, Coleman, I'm going to put you on a slowdown.
Steve Lockhart's got his gloves today as well. So that's good to see.
Oh, good, mate. Good, mate. That's the, they were the worker gloves, mate. I hope the size is nice.
So.
There's a few people that gifts are arriving in the last, I think the shipment went out on Friday. We'll sub and say thank you very much. Oh, you're a legend, Coleman. Come and do some RC with us. Who's out on track practicing? We've got Benjamin Brook out there having a bit of a practice. We've got Trainer,
Michael
my boys,
Flash, and Sean Rigby as well. Trivia questions going out to win a Season 1 2025 subscription next season. What was the hero car used in the 90s Japanese anime Initial D? So if you can answer that question, yep. hey, it's a car-based show. It's all about cars.
Okay.
It's on brand. They race up Mount Fuji. Project 36 has got it with the A86 straight away. The A86 Trueno. of course, the hero car of Initial D. So Brandon Griffiths has won him something else here on the Tuesday night.
He's cleaning up, I tell you what, mate.
Like, we're going to have to rename him to the Bucket and Spade. He's just cleaning up at this point. Revolution E-Racing just answered with Toyota.
So he's won himself a, what was it?
2025 free season next year. So season 1, he gets the
mate.
free season. Which I think he may have already won, so he might have to offload that to someone else.
Oh, he can always use it for a second season.
Yeah,
I've got no issues with that.
They can stack.
He can do that.
The more you win, the
It's
more
nice
they
is-
stack.
Yeah, size is snug, yes, but fit first time using, would definitely recommend them. Good stuff. Good stuff.
VL Commodore
Right
from
about
Coleman.
this,
I want to see that show. I want to see a VL Commodore drifting up Mount Arkina. Wow. Warm-up is done, though. Race 2 coming your way. Oh, lol. Ask who won championship last year. Beck knows the answer to that one.
I think Beck's hinting at give me something I can win.
Yeah, she wants some favoritism. She wouldn't get much use out of the free season, although we go towards Mick, I suppose. So.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely go towards Mick. Definitely not going to get him a haircut because she would kill us if we cut his hair.
Starting grid for race number 2 will be as follows. Jeremy Bush will start pole position. Head of Blake Urquhart on the front row of the grid. Wade Sheedy, Sean Rigby on the second row from an all-platinum second row. Blake Fitzpatrick, Mick Clifton on the third with Jake Edwards, Brandon Levin, Jamie Davis and Angus Lawford for the top 10. Michael Quash and Andrew Rushworth, they'll start how they finished in the last race in 11th and 12th, as will the rest of the grid. With Mitch Doble, Scott Weston, Ben Brook, Brett Taylor, Callan Hodgkinson, Peter Pavlovic, Daniel Clutterbuck, Jacob Traynor for the top 20. Josh King, Kurt Nommenson, Martin Lipsky, Di Feldman, the top 24. And back to Brad Hayes, Marty Hughes, Matt Feely, Craig Healy, Stephanie Piccoli, and Matty Parker with Andrew Cowan. At the back end of the grid, hopefully Cowan gets going again. He did keep racing at the end of last race, but he was laps down.
A mega idea, man.
Yeah?
Mega idea. Maybe we should do a fundraiser for like Children's Hospital or something like that. And if we get to something like, say, $2,000, purely for the Children's Hospital or whatever it is, Mickey Clifton's got to cut his hair.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
See, another chat. See, this is why I love the idea of the GR86 endurance race, Sinker. Do it as a charity race. 500 Ks, Phillip Island, 2 drivers in each car in the 8.6. Let us know what you think in the chat.
Yeah, I want
I
to do
reckon
it.
it'd be mega.
I want to do Phillip Island. Something a bit. Yeah, I hate Phillip Island for those cars.
You're not driving, though, so why does it matter?
I know. All right, where's my camera going to go? Who are we going to pick? Come on, viewers, tell me, who do you want on the second camera?
Maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll do it at Pukekohe, Sinker, when that comes out in season 1.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. That'd be pretty cool. Project 36 saying he's keen. I like it. You know, we wanted to do a charity race for his hair to be cut. Yeah. Well, let's do it, Beck. I reckon I'm putting it now, open air, for everyone to think about and everyone to tell Sinker to do it. 500 Ks. Mark does not want it at Phillip Island. Fair enough. 500 Ks because we're likely going to get Pukekohe next season. 500 Ks at Pukekohe. GR86s. 2 drivers per car. Every piece of money that goes to entry goes towards charity. And if we raise a certain
donations during the show.
And donations during the show, if we hit, let's say, what's his race number, Sinker? Where is he on track?
I think we should do it during
his race number.
Christmas.
His race number is 302. So if we hit $3,200, Mick Clifton cuts his hair.
3,200.
Yep.
Well, I think that's something we should do either just before Christmas or after Christmas. So I think it'd be a great one.
We've already got the 500 coming, so maybe at the end of season 1. Lights are up though. Race is underway. We are going, and Edwards has stalled it on the line, and it's caught out Davis and others as well.
Oh, they got off still. It's got off. No one's hit him, which is really good. Oh, a bit of push and shove in there by Trainer and one of the TMX boys.
As they come
I tell you
through.
what, that first corner, bit of nose to tail everywhere. Everyone's bumping into each other like crazy at the back.
302 to be safe. Colton. One of the cars are off track. I believe that's Martin Lipsky off the track down at turn 3. So he's off the road. Bush has gotten away though. Nice and early. Traynor's also off the road. Oh my God, Feldman's gone for a wild ride through turn 4 and she's off the road. As Levin is trying to find a way through these Pelicans on track.
It's a few Pelicans. I think there's just as many Pelicans as SRW cars. Look at them go. Doing some great driving at the moment. We've got Josh King up 5 places and Matty Parker up 5 as well. Matty's working his way up from the back of the grid after his superfluous first heat.
Well, one thing we need to keep an eye on is Jamie Davis's car. He nicked the back of Jake Edwards' car off the race start. He was caught out by it.
It might have to damage, you reckon?
Quite possibly. We'll have to keep an eye on it. Doesn't look too bad,
Looks
but
like
there is.
left hand.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a knock on that front splitter. So there might be something at play with that car. We'll try and get some replays for you.
Look at nice move on the inside there. I'll tell you what, across the back of the bottom screen, have a look at the TMX boys going for it. Traders having a crack at one of the lads as well. So they're really fighting for position early on. They're driving like a sprint race, mate. They're all trying to get up real quick in some of these spots. But you know what? You've got 40 minutes, lads. Oh, Mitch Noble's having a look down the bottom there, having a bit of a sneaky peek.
That was the
Brett
moment.
Taylor as well.
So this was the moment on the race start, Sinker, with Davis and Edwards. So on board with Davis. There's Edwards right in front of him. He just doesn't go anywhere. He has to take avoiding action.
Just cleared him.
It was close. I mean, you'd hate to be one of the cars that were behind him. Lawford was lucky as well that Davis didn't actually hit him.
He could have ended up. He could have, quite easily. And then looks like he had Mitch Noble on his left there as well as he was coming up to the corner with Angus Lawford. Oh,
it was all.
There was slight contact there.
Davis actually, where there was. Davis actually got a push started Edwards' car.
You reckon Edwards' clutch was slipping? He just gave him enough knock to get some rotation going.
I reckon.
Davis just hit the fastest lap, the 120.584. So he's meaning business tonight. He really wants his title, and the boys are gonna have to really fight it out tonight.
He's got Urquhart right in front of him. There was an absolute blunder last week for Davis under the safety car. Cost him a couple of points over Lawford.
Oh. Where are we going to go for pit stops? Come on, people, viewers
Well,
out there.
It should be around about the 20-minute mark. I mean, it's only a 40-minute race. I don't know if I can picture us getting as many safety car signs as we had last week. But, I mean, especially after race 1.
Contact in the back there, contact.
Oh, Brooke and Cowan.
Rotation, full rotation. Looks like Jeremy Bush. Not Bush, Brooke is gone full round. Trainer is having a great little battle there by Peter Pav, chasing him down, and Pav's got Matty Parker behind him, putting the pressure on as well, so they're all going for it.
Jaden Green just wishes pain on these drivers. A mini stock enduro. Come on, let's be realistic. It's got to be something they can actually race for 500Ks. Oh. I reckon it should be the 8.6. I mean, it's one of our most popular series here. We're already doing a Supercars enduro. It wouldn't make sense to do an open wheeler enduro.
We've got the Australian Open Wheel Nationals as well coming up.
Why not have it be
the 86
once a year?
Yeah,
we have an 8.6 one. That'd be great.
I could do this show from the 86 car while I'm driving.
No. I reckon it should be me and JP in the booth, and you should race Sinker.
Who, GP?
Me and JP in the booth, you in the car.
Oh, you and JP in the booth?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but I love me 86s.
Yeah, but you can race them if you
really
love them so much.
Separating myself from broadcasting and racing.
I reckon if we get five, I reckon if we were to make $5,000 during the show, Cinco, you should have to shave your eyebrows.
You can hardly see my eyebrows, man. I'm a blondie.
All right, you should have to shave your beard then.
No, my little
your little tuft,
my little goatee.
Your little Shannon Knoll tuft thing you've got on your bottom chin.
Mate, I'm older than Shannon Knoll. I had it a lot longer than he has.
No, I know. But...
Oh, was a rotation? Oh no, that was an old one.
Are you looking at the stream or something?
I saw the stream pop up. It looks like my stream's a bit behind.
Project 36 is asking for Kurt Nommensen for cam number 2.
I reckon Joe.
As Levin's taking the lead from Bush. Bit of soft focus on him as they came through the final corner. So Levin leads, Bush P2, Sheedy P3, Davis and Urquhart the top 5. Matty Parker's in the wall on the main straight. So his night has only gone from bad to worse, Sinker, and he has to traverse a whole lap.
Rotate, or what was it? That car's toast.
It is. I think there might have been contact, possibly with Cowie.
Oh, mate. So
He came round the final corner. Oh, it was a self-rotation.
Oh, he's rocked it on his own.
Yes.
Oh, he's going to be hurting.
He will.
Oh, mate, his night's gone from worse to worse. Poor guy. I really feel for him. I really feel for him. He's really putting it in tonight.
No, you have to. I mean, he put some effort in. He's a very talented driver, and it's just a real shame for him at this stage.
He just needs some luck, mate. He's got some real good pace.
He's got a bit of Coleman about him, hasn't he?
Say again?
He's got a bit of Coleman about him.
Yeah, he's got about as much luck as Coleman, that's for sure. The Victorian boy too, so, you know. Oh, bad luck, mate, bad luck. All right, pointy end of the bunch. We've got Brandon Levin already up 7 places, leading as we speak. Jeremy Bush in second, and JV Davis just plopped it side by side with Jeremy Bush down in the brakes.
So Sheedy's battling with him. Don't jinx him, lol. Wow. Davis has gotten the job done on Sheedy into turn 2. Urquhart is still there. Lawford is chasing them down, though. He's just outside the top 5, putting all sorts of pressure over Blake Urquhart at the moment. Inside the Project 36 machine of Lawford now, the Simrigs entry. He's had a great run this season, putting major pressure on him right now. And he is driving for his life. Oh my God, 3 wide.
Look at this. Oh my God. They've made it unscraped. Big question what I was going to ask was, totally left my brain for the minute. But, Angus's car, very well planted front.
Yeah.
Have a look at it coming from some of these corners. The way it sits in the front end, it looks really, really good. He looks like his car's set up quite poorly because he's
you know what I think?
It's going.
I think the way that Urquhart's car is responding right now, I think he's still struggling with the same issue he had at Mugello. Rear brake bias.
Oh,
these cars, oh my God.
Wide.
So these cars, especially ever since the new damage model update, they have been very forward bias heavy. A couple of years ago, rearward bias was the go. Now, forward bias is your go-to in these cars, and I reckon Urquhart is just struggling because he has not gone forward enough bias. So he might be just ticked over 50, but it's not enough at the moment.
Yeah. Peter Pav in that bottom screen is really lighting it up and doing some cool driving. I took a lot of liberties across that. Is he going to get slowed down?
Yeah, he might have a slowdown.
No, he's in the race line still. He's still having a look. Oh, watch it through there, trainer. Yep, good stuff, good stuff. Nice and clean. All right, it's time to give away something cool.
Well, what I think you wanted to give away is some parking tickets to Brad Hayes and Craig Healy, because they're parked up at the moment after some contact together. This is what happened between them just before the bridge. So Healy tried to go up the inside of Hayes. Well, Hayes has cut across on him. That's Hayes every day of the week.
Ooh. Oh, it's hard. It's hard to see from that angle.
It's hard from that angle. From that angle, it looks like it's Hayes' fault. But race control will look at it from every angle. Trainor's also had a moment as well.
Definitely.
Hopefully, this is not contact from his teammate Josh King. It is, and he sent his teammate around further back in the field.
Nice. That's the second time Kingy sent someone around from his own team.
Hey, Sinko, you recall back
to last week.
You call back to Sunday when I asked you if you drop any drivers. Do you want to change your statement on that one possibly after that moment?
Look, I'm one of these owners that any screen time's good screen time. You know, we're about promoting your Warren Brown tools, and the more I can get them on screen, the better.
I want you to say that when one of your drivers doesn't realise where the safety car train is at Long Beach and they come around turn 1 and just plough through the rear of the field. Because that's happened with one of my drivers before.
Oh, no. Anyway, down at bottom, Peter Pav is having a having a great ding-dong with Callum Hodgkinson and Michael Quash. They've got Quash, he's a cork in the bottle at the moment, and putting a lot of pressure on. Black OPR car is looking really nice. I actually like the livery.
It's really nice with
That's
that
right.
orange and black
Your
on
livery,
there.
and I really like it.
Yeah. It's nice. The orange and black really works well. Lawford is working his damnedest to get past Blake Urquhart at the moment. Urquhart's definitely being a bit of a cork in the bottle to Lawford here up the inside at turn 1. Looks like job done for Angus Lawford. Pav's camera's still frozen, unfortunately. Lawford through 2. Gets it past Urquhart. He's now up into the top 2, but Urquhart not going to let him live it down just yet. Side by side through turn 4 and 5. Up towards turn 6. Urquhart still stretching it ahead of him.
Oh, a bit of teamwork here. Look at the PR boys. Getting some slick stream and getting in and putting the pressure on from behind as well. This is some quality driving here from these two lads. Who's going to come out on top?
They're still side by side. They've been side by side for around about 6 corners
Here
now.
we go. He's finally got it done. And done clean. Well done. Great bit of driving there. Great bit of driving. Just means the boys are racing hard, right? Sinko? It is, mate. It's exactly right. There's no team orders in our team. There will be definitely no Piastri giving the win to Lando. That's for sure.
So what if Jamie had to win a race and for whatever reason Levin was ahead of him?
I wouldn't do team orders. I'd let the boys decide amongst themselves.
So even if he needed the race win to win the title?
I wouldn't force it. No, I would not force it. I would leave it up to the boys, and I expect them to do the best thing for the team and for the title. I wouldn't enforce it. No.
Fair enough.
Yeah. It's everyone's out there to win, and everyone's out there to race and have some fun. I'd assume my boys as a team would back each other up and say, right, we'll do this, this, and this. I would not enforce it myself. I would leave it up to them. I would plant the seed and say, guys, what are we going to do? We've got championship points on the table for one of our drivers. You guys work it out how we're going to race.
Well, Lawford's finally gotten that job done past Blake Urquhart. He decided to go for the outside run at turn 6 this time, and it worked out for him quite well. He's now taken P4 on the road. He lost a lot of time to Jeremy Bush. He now has to chase down a 1.4 second gap up to P4 on the road, sorry. So Lawford's now in the top 5. We are 13 and a half minutes into this race, Sinker. We need to think about a good question to give away that soldering kit.
Into the pit already. Is that for incidents or? Hang on, let me have a look.
No, this might be scheduled. This might be a scheduled stop. Might just
Yeah,
be
I
an
think
early
this is
stop.
scheduled. Yeah, I think he's gone in for an early one. I was about to say let's pick the first pit lap, and give it away. Someone can guess it.
I ruined
Mick and Cliff, they just put a buzz on that.
Well, no, I got a good one for you then. Pick whoever pits first out of the top 5.
Ooh.
So Levin, Davis, Sheedy, Bush, and Lawford. So out of those names, who's currently in the top 5, who pits first?
Well, you can only have 5 people pick it, can't you?
No, not really. Oh, well, yeah, I suppose
Yeah.
you could, yeah. well, no,
We've got
you would
30
take it.
people
You would
watching.
take it whoever guesses it first.
Yeah. And also the people that are watching out on Facebook, by all means, you can join the chat as well. So it's all linked up for Restream, so please don't be shy. It looks like Brandon Levine is gapping Jamie Davis there, even though Davis is sitting on some really fast pace as well. He's away for 2:19 and gapping away from Wade Sheedy. Jeremy Bush. Maybe the fact that Jeremy Bush is fighting with Wade Sheedy is slowing that sort of pair down, but there's a big gap between them now.
Well, that's now allowed Lawford right onto the back of Bush. Rushworth's now in the lane. So, I'll tell you what. Well, since this one's a bit of a random guessing affair, if you guess who pits first out of the top 5, you win yourself a pair of Warren and Brown Tools gloves. So out of Lawford, Bush, Sheedy, Davis and Levin, get your guess in who's going to pit first. We've already got Lawford from
Oh, Rushy's just gone in.
Sheedy
And out.
from Super Crusher 008. Lawford now up the inside of Bush. If I make a guess, can I win glove sinker? Personally, I think Jeremy Bush is going to pit first.
The it's yeah, I don't know.
Wish and E-Racing says Davis. Let's get your guesses in, because you don't want to wait too long in case they come in this lap. Lawler reckons Sheedy.
Beck's got Lawford already.
Yep. But Lawler saying Sheedy, Mole saying Sheedy. Snedden saying Lawford wins. That's not what we're asking, but Sheedy's in. Sheedy's in. Who guessed Sheedy? Supercrusher 008 guessed Sheedy. He's won himself a pair of Warren and Brown Tools gloves.
Supercrusher.
Rigby's also in. But he was the first to get Sheedy on the board. He's guessed it right.
Was Supercrusher, yeah?
Yeah, Supercrusher 008.
He just won a bag the other week.
So now he's got some gloves to go with it.
Yeah. It's a working gloves and a bag. He's going to have a whole toolkit soon.
Yeah. Watch him win the soldering kit.
Well, we've got to think hard for that price for the soldering
Someone
kit,
told
mate.
him he's won some gloves and he pits now.
That was his spotter. He said, "Pit now, so he can win some gloves."
Well, when you know who won the
Oh,
pony.
that'd have been funny.
Oh.
That'd have been funny. Oh, crazy. The tell you what, some paces looking nice out there on the top. The top 5 are all sitting in 121s. 991, lap 13. I'm getting buttoned.
You speak English, Cinco?
991 has got black and white warning for misuse of comm.
Okay.
But I think he was trying to ask race control to have a look at it, but I think he did it the wrong way, that's all. Fitzpatrick's gone in.
Yes.
Where's John going tonight?
Not on track, obviously. Maybe he's been
Look at
away
these
for the
cars,
weekend.
mate. You see the way they were sitting inside each other?
Yeah, I
That
did.
was pretty sick.
Yeah, it's pretty cool how it works out.
Look at that.
So Fitzy's now out of the lane. Levin is still
Correct.
leading to Davis. Some bags make people a toy. This is true. It's very true, Daniel. Lawford's now up into P3. Urquhart is now in the top 4. He's passed Jeremy Bush, Edwards, Weston, Noble, Clutterbuck, Taylor for the top 10. But we are within the pit stop period, so it is going to be ever-changing, ever flowing.
Taylor's going from the outside of Quash. Having a great look. Tell you what, this backpack that we've got the camera on it's pretty much been sitting on the boys for the whole race, and they have been going for it tooth and nail all the way through. I think I've just got to go up to
Clutters
Taylor.
has run it wide.
Yep, he is. Too much pressure from Taylor. Oh, he's got it. Taylor's got it done nicely. I'm going to switch it across to Taylor because he's in the middle of that pack, and will give us some view from the front of it and the back of it at the moment.
Lawford is in the lane. And so is Clutters and Hodgkinson as well.
Oh, here we go. Lawford, this is going to be an interesting one. He was 6 seconds behind Jamie Davis when he went into the pit. So let's see how he comes out. Do you want me to switch the camera to him?
No, it's all right. I'll keep an eye on where Davis is and where Lawford comes out. So
yep.
We'll keep an eye on both.
Cullen's in. Angus is coming out now.
But Taylor's still battling it out here. Here's Davis in towards the final sector. Does he pit this lap? He can make it home from here. Be a little bit of a fuel save, but he should be right.
Doing some great stuff out there.
Both Levin and Davis, if these two drive together at the 500 at the end of the season, they are going to be a dangerous pairing.
They are actually. They're teamed up.
Yeah, that is going to be one to watch, honestly. As a bit of a dark horse,
they are.
outside of our big boys, like if we got some Phoenix drivers signed up and stuff, Urquhart is in. So outside of our big boys, if we had a Leonage and, say, Will Brown sign up together, or a Lobby and a Dyson, or whoever that we have at the front of the field, Jaden Green and Angus Lawford, Davis and Levin, they're going to be a dangerous combination. And it's going to come down to how consistently Davis can drive. Plus, because Levin hasn't really gotten involved. Levin hasn't really gotten involved in many incidents, but they're very close on pace, which is good. You want your A and B driver to be close on pace. So it's going to come down to how clean can Jamie drive that day, and can he put in a full race? He's done that all season. I can see no reason why he couldn't do it on that day.
He's won the Bathurst just recently, so he can do the long stints without any issues at all. And I think all of season 2 and 3,
this season
fighting
he hasn't had an
and
incident.
racing without giving points away was really good for him.
Well, season 2 and 3, he gave away a couple. Season 3, I mean, he was just unlucky. He decided to race on a whim on a Friday night GT race, and that cost him a week. Season 2 and season 1, he did it both in the supercars, but this season, I mean, he's been going gangbusters, Sinker, as Bush comes in. He hasn't put a foot wrong. He hasn't had an incident all season across any series that I've seen him in. I see no reason why he couldn't do it during the 500 as well.
Oh, 100%, 100%.
Banksy and Fitzy together.
Banksy, I haven't seen you drive, mate. Does Lake Edge Caravan Park have enough power and internet to view the race?
Well, he used to race vets before I was on board with Vets, Sinker, so I've got no idea how Banksy drives.
Banksy will be my age.
He would be around that age, yep. He's Vets age, so he's over 40. Davis at the moment, still P2, Levin P1. They get to pit. Edwards up to P3. He also needs a pit stop at this point in the race. So, top seated car who has pitted is Blake Fitzpatrick, who has underfueled his car 4 seconds faster than Angus Lawford did. So has Fitzpatrick underfueled, or has Lawford put too much in? That's the question.
We'll find out at some point.
We will.
What are we at? We're at lap
17, 23 minutes into the race. And Levin and Davis are going another lap, so they're going long. They're going as long as possible.
Number 152, readdress position.
That's Angus Lawford.
Who's that?
That'll be on Wade Sheedy.
Yep, he's been told to readdress.
So
he has right there. Ooh,
as he passed him, so this is when he would have passed him. Will actually show it. Oh yeah, a bit of a rear end knock.
Oh, yeah, a bit of a love tap.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Mitch Noble is having an absolute cracker down the back there with Quashi and Brett Taylor.
He does need a pit stop though, so that's going to be a struggle for him. But Lawford now has all the work to do once again to get past Sheedy. Top 7 cars need a pit stop in this race.
On the back hasn't pitted yet either.
Yeah, so this is tough for him. We saw him have that spin. This is going to be a problem. Davis on fresh tyres will be dangerous. He will. But, I mean, Levin's also going to be on the fresh tyres as well, though. So they're going to be in a similar boat. And I actually think Levin's probably got a little bit of pace over him at the moment.
Yeah.
So
Levin most probably, and if he gets a party, he most probably won't come in. And
he's in now.
He's in. He's in the pits.
Davis is going around again.
He's not a fan of open mic speaking, so I've given him the way to go. If he wants to come in, he can. He doesn't have to.
At the moment, Fitzpatrick, we're keeping an eye on him. He's up towards the final couple of corners. Levin's still late. Oh, he's going to come out well ahead of him. He's going to get him. There's no way Fitzy can come past. Oh, Levin's got a long stop, though. This is a long stop for Levin. 22, so he's still on. He's still, he's sped in pit lane.
Oh,
he's sped in pit lane. He's got to stop hold.
Oh,
There's no reason for him to need to be in there that long.
Oh, what's going on?
Yeah, he'd never need to put...
There's his 40 seconds.
Yeah, he'd never need to put 40 seconds in, so that's race done for Levin.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That sucks. That really sucks. So he's going to be off the jacks now somewhere.
He might have given up.
Oh, he's still on.
No, he's gone now.
Oh, mate. Oh, bad luck. Oh, well, he did have a 6-second lead. Oh, actually, Jamie Davis had a 6-second lead on Angus Lawford, so it depends on he goes in the pits now. This is the key bit.
So that's one thing. That's one thing they've got to be careful of. Actually, is that pit line. It is super close to the entry. So this has now completely changed the game for Davis. It'll put
it on the bottom screen.
So this will now I'll just put it to Fitzy because Fitzy's right there. So Davis is in the lane. Noble's in as well. Edwards, West and Taylor stayed out. Fitzy's coming round, so it's a similar spot. Davis is out, so Davis did not cop the stop hole penalty. 15.6 seconds was the stop. It's not going to be enough for Fitzpatrick to come past. Rigby's right there. So that's your top three. Davis, Fitzpatrick and Rigby at the moment. Sheedy and Lawford in the top 5 corrected.
6, 10. I'll tell you what, Jamie really gapped out on Angus Lawford there. Big time.
Remember, Lawford's been held up. He's been held up from the fact that he hit the rear of Sheedy's car. He then had to redress the position, so he had to slow down. Plus, he's battling with Sheedy as well.
Yeah, he's only holding him up.
Yeah.
Callum Hodgkinson's got off track.
Oh, no! Oh, Lawford!
Lawford's just got straight out wide then. Looks like he missed his brake marker and went voom. Oh, he's lost about 10 spots there. Oh, no. All traffic. He's come in behind, who's that?
Oh, no, he hit. So what happened, he's clipped the rear. He's actually clipped the rear of Sheedy's car again, and that's forced him out.
Oh, show me that again.
I will. I'll show you on board. So he's clipped some curb. That's then ricocheted his car up. He already had a bit of a slide, and that's where it's gone. So it was off the curb.
It's just a bit of overdriving there. Yeah, a bit of overdriving there. Ooh, our provisional leader at the moment is Jake Edwards. He's still yet to pit, and he's 10 seconds up the field on Jamie Davis. Davis has got a gap of 7.5 seconds on Blake Fitzpatrick. So he has extended his lead a little bit. When he went before the pits, before Blake went in as well, he had a 6-second lead on Blake. So he's done a really tough stint, and I'm feeling for Brandon Levin. And I'm also feeling it for
Angus Lawford.
For Lawford.
Yeah.
That's terrible. He's lost a lot of spots, man.
This has given Davis one hell of a championship lifeline now. Like, this is giving him one hell of a lifeline.
That's what I'm saying. Every week, one of these boys is having an issue. I mean, Jamie has been, he's had some bad luck with safety cars coming out when they came out and stuff like that, which is just racing. Yeah, this stuff happens. Edwards is going in now, so this will change the front to the actual standings. And
this might actually play in Edwards' hands. He might actually end up on the podium here. Because he had 9 seconds to Davis, and then he had a further couple of seconds to Fitzpatrick. So Davis is going down the straight.
Drive all the way through.
Fitzy. Davis just at the far side of the race, 1:20.12. Fitzy around the corner. Edwards is out after a 12-second stop, so he's going to be right on these boys. He'll be right on them. So he's inside the top 10. Light, fresh
he's
tyres.
On the back of Wade Sheedy. Look at that.
Yep. And he's got Bush to contend with. So it's his position because he was to the control line first, but that's brought Edwards right back into this fight. He's in the top 5 now.
I'm taking my camera to Peter Pav and those boys. They're having a great fight again. Pav is getting into all sorts. He's having... this is the Pav I'm used to watching, seasons and seasons ago. He's getting in the mix. He's having a bit of a race. He's racing. He's going for it.
He got caught up, really, just in some poor driving, unfortunately, last week from himself and then Matty as well. This week he's turned it on, though. He's really back in form, inside the top 10. And that's what we like to see, a bit of comeback, a bit of resurgence from Pav, and just back to his old self, which is what we want. It's what we want to see from him.
Yeah, 100%. It's good to see boys come through, and he's a really nice character. I've done racing with him, like after where we've gone and just done some officials or just muck around stuff, and yeah, he's had a good guy to race with and laugh with. Excuse me.
So Edwards, hot on the heels of Wade Sheedy right now. We'll see if he can get past Sheedy if he can get past him easily, or if it's going to be as tough of a job as it was for Lawford. If it's just like Lawford, he might end up in the wall. We don't want to see that from Edwards after his poor start, bogging it on the start, having to get pushed off the line from Davis to get the car going. It's been an immense run from him.
Second week in a row in the box if he gets it
You know
done.
what I can appreciate, Sinkin? I've just realised what it is. We've got a twilight race right now.
Yeah, we do. I just realised the same thing.
I love that.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, here comes Edwards. He's got the outside line. This is the better line for the overtakes down here. Sheedy covers it off. Needs to be careful of moving under brakes. Edwards is hot on his heels, though, underneath the bridge. This is creating some phenomenal racing this sector previously, not only tonight, but also in seasons past. Up and over the rise they come now. Hopefully, Sinker Sunday night, we can do a bit of tweaking and have no fog for the twilight race. Hopefully, it's clear skies.
Please, God help me if we have that again. I'll tell you what, Mr. Taylor is having a great slog there on the back of Andrew Rushworth. He is at the very back of the big tail we've got with Scotty Weston, Peter Pav, Quashi Noble, Rushworth, Taylor, Clutterbuck. They're having a great rumble across there.
So Edwards is all over Sheedy right now. This is for P4 on the road. Sheedy covering the inside line. We need to do some night races. It does look cool. Maybe at Daytona, when we have Daytona on the calendar next week.
Twilight looks good.
Twilight does look good.
Oh, Sheedy's just overrun it.
Mistake from Sheedy's given the position to Edwards.
Yeah, the pressure was too much, mate.
It was. Revolution E-Racing Bush has been doing so well this race.
Oh,
He's been doing well the last couple of weeks.
Bush has been the standout AM. He's definitely going to go into the Pro-Ams next season.
I would agree. Sure. I don't see anyone who can beat him. There's no one who can beat him this
pretty
season.
much 4 spots gap on a regular basis unless something goes wrong for him.
Rigby's now just gotten past Fitzpatrick here for P2 on the road, but Fitzy coming back at him. On board now with the 686 PER car. Battle is on. Platinum versus Pelican. Which is stronger? A precious metal or a bird that you find at the beach?
I can actually see 3 of my cars sitting right in the row. Brandon Levon, Jacob Trainer, Josh King, 1, 2, 3, right behind each other. Oh my God.
And they're right behind Angus Lawford as well.
Yep.
So Fitzy's lost out on this position. Edwards just trying to chase him down, not too far behind. We've got less than 10 minutes to run. 6.5 minutes to go in this race. And it's Jamie Davis that leads the way by 13.5 seconds to Sean Rigby. He's got this win well in hand. Seems to be a mistake-free 6 minutes of driving from Davis, and he'll claim himself another win, the win that should have been last week if he hadn't have made the mistake of not coming in under the safety car. That's arguably what cost him the race. It's a great comeback for him, great chunk of points gained. He's lucky that both of his championship competitors in Lawford and Levin have had a poor run, but it's bad that Edwards is in the top 4 because he's losing points to Davis, but he's not losing too many, Sinker. He's only losing 12 points at the moment. So this isn't that bad of a net loss for Edwards, especially after his race start. It's 3. It's 3 for the features, 2 for the sprint. So
Pav, Michael Quash, Noble, Taylor, again, those 4 guys, they have not gapped, they have not been out of each other's sights all night. They're just pushing it and pushing and pushing it.
One thing I've just noticed, Sinker,
and
this lap
Brandon
traffic.
Levin have just switched places.
Well, this lap traffic as well.
Both off track. Levin and Angus both went off track then.
Oh, they've tangled somewhat. There's a bit of
yeah, and as Lawford passed him, they tangled. So Brennan's just called that in. We'll see what race control can say.
So Levin went for it, locked it up the inside, banged a bit of doors.
Oh,
that's going to look poorly on Levin if you ask me. That's only a single look. So the problem now for Fitzy is there's been lap traffic from him and Rigby. It's actually now held up Fitzpatrick, plus he's fuel saving because he's taken significantly less on that last stop. Edwards is on here for a proper opportunity at getting this podium. After his poor start, after stalling it on the grid, after getting the push start from Jamie Davis, Edwards has fought his way back to P4 on the road, and he's on the cusp of a top 3. He's not too far behind P2 as well, so that's still on the cards at this stage as well, Sinker. If Rigby were to make a mistake or if Edwards had the pace on him and he's able to get past Fitzpatrick quite quickly.
Well, he's a full second faster at the moment, and he's got that pace. He's got the fresher tyres, obviously. He's not fuel saving, so he's going for it. He's the fastest in the top 5 at this point. His last lap was a 1:20, or his last lap was a 1:27.68, opposed to the rest of the boys who are in the
21s.
low 121s.
Yeah, so he's lapping about half a second faster in that Blackout OPR Commodore at the moment. So Fitzy is under massive pressure. Edwards can smell blood in the water. He knows that there's fuel fumes coming off the back of that car, that he's having to fuel save to his absolute maximum. And Edwards is going to put the pressure on him to try and get this job done if he can. He does not want to give up this opportunity at a podium, does Edwards. It was a horrid start, as I mentioned. It's been a phenomenal comeback for him. Dodzy saying Charlotte Rover will be good for night racing. It'll be good spectacle, but a horrible track for these cars, Dodzy, if you ask me. That would be absolutely atrocious, although I do believe it is on the calendar next season for the officials, so maybe we go racing there, who knows.
You've seen the calendar for next year's officials?
I've seen the calendar for season 1. I have seen
cool.
it. Yeah.
Oh, for who? Which? Oh, for the iRacing officials. Yes.
iRacing officials, yeah.
Yes,
Which is what we base our calendar off. So, it's, you know, do what you will. Sandown and Phillip Island are on that calendar.
Billy's racing Sundays now, isn't he? Yeah, I was going to say I miss Billy out here, but he's doing Sundays.
Yeah, see, Billy's saying let's not go to the Roval. I hate that place. It's not a good
Brett
track.
Taylor just sent it in on the inside of Mitchie Noble. They're going too wide, and he's coming for it. Is he going to be able to break him? That's the big question.
Oh, they're side by side.
Oh, I've got the camera on the wrong pair.
Yeah, this is why you need... Look forward to you learning SDK Sinker, because you'll be able to just swap to drivers
It's not
very
about
quickly.
learning it, it's just about setting it up, mate.
Adam Hughes would like to help my team out next season.
There he is.
So Edwards still hasn't managed to get past Fitzy just yet. 2 minutes left in the session. Where is Davis? He is yet to cross the line. He should get the white flag. And he'll have 2 more laps of this race. So it'll be 2 to go when Davis crosses the line. He's got the lap traffic of Kurt Nommensen just ahead of him. And with the prospect, I've heard whispers of Trent Allen possibly coming into this season. That is a great backup for Nommensen, because Allen is one hell of a driver, Sinker. You know how you mentioned Davis won Bathurst?
Yeah.
Allen won split 2 of Bathurst, so the split above Davis by a whole lap.
He signed up today, actually.
Yeah, he won Bathurst in split 2 by a whole lap ahead of everyone other than P2 on the road.
Yeah. Brett Taylor and Mitch Noble on the bottom screen. They're actually fighting for podium positions here at the moment. And Brett Taylor has passed Mitch for the 3rd place in the AMS. And Mitch is putting the pressure on with less than a minute to go.
Davis will be screaming right now for these blue flags on Nommensen. He just has to go for the move. Nommensen is not allowed to defend him if he goes for it. He's going for it now. So Davis comes through. It'll be 1 lap to go. Edwards has dropped some time off of Fitzy at the moment, so he might not be able to get past him. Supercrusher just wants chaos. Long Beach at night. It'll be fantastic, but unfortunately Long Beach is not lit up. So the only tracks we can realistically run for a night race is any of the Rovals. So the Rovals that are lit up, so Daytona and Charlotte Roval, Catalunya. I think Motegi you can technically race here at night, and I think that's it. I don't think any others are lit up at night time.
So I got my camera at the bottom for Jeremy Bush, who's going to come across the line easily and take the AMS tonight.
It'll be a round win for him as well. He's won both races for the AMS. Great gain from him. He's already looking like an AM champion at this stage. Not much they can do about it. We have headlights for a reason. It's fine for the drivers. It's horrible for the broadcast. We cannot see anything when it's pitch black.
Oh, yeah, it's shocking.
It's horrible.
Shocking for camera. At least there's no fog tonight, that's for sure.
Oh, imagine a night race in the fog. It's just black. You can't see anything.
No, thank you.
If you thought the soft
we might
road...
as well turn the lights off and put the stream on Yeah, people just have it on 10 hours of black.
If you thought
and noise.
if you thought the soft focus was good on the main straight, wait till you see it in fog and dark. It's incredible.
Oh dear me.
But Jamie Davis, he's run almost a perfect race. He's been saving over the last couple laps. He's given up a couple of seconds to Sean Rigby, which is completely fine, even though it was also thanks to some blue flag cars. He was never going to be enough for Rigby to get past him. Round the final corner now for the Team SRW Motorsports driver in the 9-2 Mustang. A wonderful run home from the Warren & Brown Tools entry. Drifts it round the final corner. Jamie Davis flashes the lights and flashes his way to another victory here on the Tuesday night. Rigby's going to come round the final corner. He's going to take home P2 on the road. Fitzpatrick's going to withstand the onslaught from Edwards. He takes home P3. Edwards in P4. Sheedy makes up the top 5. And then Jeremy Bush is going to come home P1 for the Yams. P6 overall. Urquhart P7. Weston inside the 10. Quashi P2 for the Yams and in 9th. Pav inside the 10. And Taylor is back on the podium for the Yams in P3 and P11 overall.
Yeah, great little fight there with him and Mitch. They had some great racing. Good work. It's good to see Brett up on the podium.
Oh, Dozzie's right. If we get SMP in a few seasons, we will have a proper night race. We'll also have that for the Bend as well, because that has lights too. So when we get the Bend,
The
and we
Bend
get...
is going to be very versatile track.
I will. A lot of different layouts. We'll probably be able to run a week of the Bend and have a different layout.
Yeah, by Mr. Davis.
Yeah, it's unfortunately, he's not doing his best initial D impression. He's actually spun out on that drift, so it's turned into a burnout for him.
That's a great little bit of burnout. I'll send that to Warren & Brown Tools. They love it. They'll share it.
So Jamie Davis takes another win here tonight in the feature race. A wonderful run home from him. Good strategy. It all worked out in the end. Feature race results up on your screen now. Jamie Davis takes home the win to Sean Rigby and Blake Fitzpatrick inside the top 3. Jake Edwards and Wade Shetty will make up an All-Pro-Am top 5 with Jeremy Bush home in P1 for the Ams, P6 overall. Urquhart, Weston, Quash and Pav make up the top 10 with Taylor, Noble, Clutterbuck, Rushworth, Hodgkinson in the top 15. Lawford, Levin, King and Traynor for the top 19. And then move back to Cowan, Brook, Hayes, Nominson, Parker, Clifton, Feldman, Hughes, Lipsky and Piccoli. The back end of the field, and Healy never got to the end of this race, unfortunately.
Ooh, Mr. Mick Clifton's done something naughty. He's been told to join the race control room. And I think Mitch Noble hit Scotty Weston as well. Scotty was not impressed. But Mitch goes, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it, but he's probably done something really stupid.
Well, it was one hell of a race.
It was one hell of a race. It was an amazing hell of a race. Now we're going to get the viewers to pick a day for the haircut for Mr. Rockstar Clifton. Pick a date when we're going to do the 500 laps of something.
I reckon, not 500 laps, 500 Ks of Pukekohe, end of season 1, I reckon. So the end of season, the end of season. No, we can't be because we've got the Sandown 500 and then we've got the AOWN, and then people are going to be going away. So we're not realistically going to be able to get sign-ups before that.
No, not for Christmas, man. In the new year, January.
Yeah, but in January we have racing on.
January, February, March, April, May,
June.
June.
It'll have to be at the end of season 1 next year, which would be in the end of February or the start of March. Is when it would be.
How good? How good does this this massive grid look?
Oh, it's phenomenal.
Tell you what, it's a bit of touching and bumping everywhere. Look, 3 wide there, 2 teammates touching each other again. That is crazy. Anyway, let's get the boys in the room. So we're going to have Mr. Davis, Mr. Rigby, Mr. Fitzpatrick, and
Mr. Bush.
Mr. Bush.
Who we'll chat to right now. I am winner here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Jeremy Bush, 2 weeks in a row. Another double win for you in the AMs. What a race for you, sir. I mean, these last couple of weeks, some sort of a resurgence. I mean, I've asked you before. I'm going to ask you again. What's in the water?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm just taking each week as it comes. Yeah, it's one of those things that yeah, each week, I just go out there and do my race and let everyone else either, come a cropper or go past me.
You're doing a Ronald Allen. Ronald Allen did that in the 86s last season and destroyed the field. Wasn't the fastest, but just the cleanest, and that's the key out there at the moment with so many cars. And you're doing a great job, mate. And it's not like you're slow either. You really when the time comes out to get the elbows out, you're doing really well.
Yeah, I've got a little bit more confidence now in my setup. Did a bit of work in the off season, as they say, to get it how I like it, and it seems to be working.
Well, Jeremy, I know you've been caught up in the past with some incidents out on track, whether your fault or someone else's, but you've really started to find your footing and get comfortable amongst this. Well, not just this field, but also the field on Thursday nights as well. Has anything changed for you in seasons past, or has this kind of just been a long time coming, or like what sort of happened to really bring upon this surge of maybe good luck, but also good fortune for you as well?
It's probably just staying calm, realising where I'm at. Let the fast guys pass because I can't hold them up, and keep out of trouble.
Well, mate, it's an age-old adage, isn't it? Just kind of race your race, control the controllable, and what will come for you. So it's paying off for you at the moment. You're leading this AMS championship. You're looking like the favourite to win this thing with 4 rounds to go. Mate, you are having one hell of a season. Let us know who helps get you and Locked On Lads Racing out on track. Anyone else you wish to give a shout out to as well? For myself and Sinker, congratulations on your double race win here tonight for the AMS. And we look forward to seeing what can come.
Yeah, and I'd just like to thank you, all the boys that turn out each week, Race Control, and you guys that put on the broadcast. You makes it so much more enjoyable, when you got good control and good commentators.
Well, mate, thank you so much for joining us once again. Best of luck next week.
Mate, good luck.
Yeah, it's,
no worries.
it's going to be an absolute cracker. Best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, Sinker, now we've got P3 on the road. Good old Fitzy back up on the podium. He hasn't been on the podium for a little while, so look forward to seeing what his thoughts are here tonight. Mr. Fitzy. Blake, well, good run of form for you tonight, sir. Back on the podium. Been a little bit of a while between drinks, but how good does it feel to get this one done? You're under major pressure from Edwards over the last few laps, but then you started to break away from him and ended up getting the P3.
Yeah, it feels good. Bit of a point to prove tonight. Wasn't the win, but podium. It's good enough.
Oh, mate, it's points are always good. Podium is always good. I wish I could do a podium. I can tell you right now, Fitzy. It's been a long time between drinks. How'd the car feel out there, mate? You looked pretty settled. You weren't really fighting it a lot?
First race was good, but the boys in front just a bit too quick. The second race was more. I had to fuel save towards the end, so it was, just all a bit of a handful at times, really.
So once you realised you had enough fuel to get through, you put the pedal down and pulled away from Jake?
I never really had enough fuel to get home. Jake running out allowed me to actually just roll home. If Jake had the same amount of fuel as me, we probably would have both run out battling.
Nice. Where's John Gallen tonight? Is he away?
I think he's busy. Drop round.
We've missed him today, mate. But to tell you what, still plenty of PR boys. I tell you right now, who's starting to shine a bit in the back end is Mr. Pav. He's it looks like he's putting the work in. His battles are getting feisty. He's getting faster by the look of it as well.
Yeah, Pav's always good. Got a bit of a fire in his belly.
Yeah, that's what happens with Croatians. Mate, all right. We'll keep you moving on. No punts today on the Melbourne Cup. No wins. Otherwise, you probably wouldn't be here.
No, not today.
Not today. Well, mate, who gets you out on track and supports a PR team?
We've got Lake Edge, Bin the Blade, Ballin Foundation. We've got Dubby Energy, and there's a few others that I'm sure I'm forgetting, but it's been a long night. Pretty much, everyone involved with the team. Good bunch.
Excellent, mate. Well,
thank you,
congratulations.
boys. Thanks for putting this on. Appreciate you.
Well, we try our best. We love it, mate, just as much as you guys
I'm a bit
do.
dull. Big night.
No, you're all right, mate. You're all good. It's you've just spent an hour in the cockpit, and it's not an easy hour because your concentration levels are pretty high. So you've done a cracking job, mate. So well done, mate, and good luck for the rest of the season. Well, we're at what are we at? Round 5?
Yeah, round
Whoa,
5.
we've passed the halfway mark. So 3 more rounds, 4 more rounds to go. Keep the fight up, mate, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thanks, boys. I'll chat to you.
See you, mate. Well, Sinko, now we've got P2 on the road from Platinum Racing. Once again, a couple of rounds between drinks for him. Sean Rigby back on the podium with us. Sean, welcome back to the broadcast booth. Welcome back to the podium. Been a couple of rounds since we've had you up here, but congratulations, mate. What a run home for you. Tough race for your teammate. Got caught up in some wars with a couple of drivers, but you ran yourself a nice, clean race. Took you a little while to get past Fitzy, but once you got past him, you were laughing and rocketing up the road.
Yeah, that was the last part, to be honest. With Fitzy, I wanted to get past him because I saw Edwards coming with fresh tyres, so I wanted to try and get up the road. But Fitzy held him off as well, which is good. So that's good to see a Pelican on the podium as well.
Well, mate, walk us through the racing tonight. I mean, the start looked absolutely hectic in both races. You qualified well. What was the mindset going from the 20-minute race into the 40-minute? Was it kind of just consolidate where you were or make places up early?
It was first part was in the third 40-minute race was don't wheel spin. Exactly the same thing happened. So wheel spin. But yeah, then it was just try and fight back. The first race I had the wrong setup on, and then I put the right one on, and it was 10 times better. Thank God for that. But yeah, I think few of the boys, I don't know what happened, but I think I should have probably been about 5th or 6th or something. I don't know what happened there in the race.
Oh, well, a couple of them got tangled, and so Lawford came in, but he took significantly more. He took about 3 seconds more fuel than you did, about 4 seconds more than Fitzy did. So that was a free spot. Levin came out, but I don't know. So Levin copped a stop hole penalty for speeding in the lane, so that took him out of it. And then Lawford lost time with Sheedy, then he put it in the wall, and then just went backwards. So it really it gave both yourself, Fitzy, and Jake Edwards really a lifeline to get back up towards the top 3 and the top 4.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I'll take a podium any day. It's good to be back on.
Well, man, it's been a phenomenal run from you. A good solid race as well. Can we expect you out on track next week when we head out to Portimao?
Yes, I'll be there.
Very good, mate. We look forward to it. Well, let us know who helps get you and Platinum Racing out on circuit. Anyone else you wish to give a shout out to as well? And for myself, Singer, and the rest of the league, congratulations on P2 here this evening.
Cheers, mate. Shout out to Wade Sheedy to come and race tonight. OEM, Off-Road Elite Mechanical, HRS, and Jinx Shifters as well. That's who gets us on track.
Mate, absolutely wonderful to have you back in the booth with us. Best of luck next week. And if we don't get a chance to speak to you, best of luck for the rest of the season ahead.
Cheers, guys. Thanks for the broadcast again.
Thanks, mate.
See ya.
Well, Sinker, we now get to move on to a man who's taken yet another win for himself this season. He leads the championship at the moment. The number 92, Warren Brown Tools Mustang. Jamie Davis, a solid race for you, sir. Couldn't get the double here tonight as Lawford took the race win in race 1. But you took advantage in race 2. You went long, you stayed out, you kept it in the clean air, and you copped yourself a solid bag of points over some of your competitors in Levin, your teammate, and in Lawford as well. There is a moment I want to ask you about. There was a moment in race 1 where Levin kind of shot it up your inside in the sort of last sector, and you kind of avoided him at the last minute. What was the thought process when that was happening and you realised he was right there?
Thanks, Hamish. Race 1, I wasn't expecting for him to show the nose, so once I did see him go, I just opened the steering and let him go and try and tag on the back.
Well, I mean, you had a solid run in race 1. You ended up getting it back past him anyway. Are you hoping maybe you'll get an opportunity to talk through some strategy with him throughout the rest of the season, get to know him a little bit more and just figure out what your guys' game plan is going to be? Because realistically, you guys are battling for this championship against each other.
Yeah, it'd be good to get to meet him, sit down, have a chat and stuff, and then maybe being in the same chat, we can kind of work together instead of surprising each other like we did in race 1.
Surprised the hell out of me too, mate.
Yeah, Sinker was crapping his pants
Well,
at that point.
I'll tell you what.
Gotta keep you on your toes, Steve.
Oh yeah, sorry, man. I'm on the edge of my seat, often watching it. I was watching Mitchy Noble doing a few, putting his nose in a few places tonight too, and I was like, oh no, it's going to get cut off. And then who was it? One of our boys spinned one of our boys again
It was
tonight.
King and Trainor, I'm pretty sure.
King and Trainor. So it is what it is, mate. The boys, everyone's asking me, are they allowed to race? I said, hell yeah, everyone's got allowed to race. It's out there. We're a team. We're still fighting for points.
They're allowed to race, but they're not allowed to crash. That's the rule.
Look, I'm not gonna get into them, mate. It's all good TV time, like I said. I'll tell you what. One thing Hamish did mention is the Sandown 500. You and Brandon are going to be a fairly serious matchup for the others out there, mate. You guys look like you're very close on pace. It's going to be a matter of how you like your car setup and stuff like that.
Yeah, we're pretty similar on pace. Around this track, I noticed we achieved our pace with using different lines. So, but I think Sandown's usually a one line pretty much track. So it should be all right. We just keep it clean and consistent, and you should pop up at the front somewhere.
Do we think we're going to see you in a Commodore or in a Mustang?
We will be in a Commodore.
Oh, very interesting.
There you go.
Oh, to Sinker's absolute
not that really
behest.
it's going to feel much difference.
Oh, they're the same car. It's just a different field of view, but I mean, Jamie, you're having a great run this season thus far. I haven't seen you put a foot wrong at all this season, so commendations to you for that. I mean, especially after the first 3 seasons of 2024. You've done an incredible job this season just to control your race, stay out of trouble, and at this point, I cannot really see a way that you could maybe miss around this season thanks to the RC booth. I think you're driving perfectly. You haven't caught a penalty all season, and you're doing everything you need to win this championship, so well done.
Thanks, David. I'm trying to work on the consistency. It's working in the supercars again. I did pick up a couple of drive-throughs last week in the Formula Super Lights and the 86s, but it's the other 2 categories. If I just keep my nose clean, then it should be a good battle between myself, Angus, and Brandon.
Well, mate, keep them
it's going
coming.
to be a cracker all the way to the end.
It will. It will. Absolute fireworks, I'm sure, from not only yourself, but the other competitors as well, Jamie. But we really appreciate you coming and having a chat with us once again. Let us know how else to get you and Team SRW Motorsports out on track. Anyone else you wish to give a shout out to as well. For myself and Sinker and the rest of the league, congratulations on another win here in the Tuesday night Warren and Brown Tools V8 Supercars Series.
Thanks, Hamish. Thanks, Steve. Shout out to Warren and Brown Tools, Shannon's, Grim Industries, NeuroPower, DSL Railway Services. Everyone who tunes in and watches. It's awesome. Special shout out to my brother. He's new. He watches every week. Thanks to Race Control and you boys up in the combox.
Well, Jamie, absolute pleasure as always. Best of luck next week out at Portimao for round 6. We look forward to seeing how you go. And if we don't get a chance to speak to you, best of luck for the rest of the season ahead.
Thanks, Hamish. Thanks, Steve. Take care.
Thanks, mate.
Bye, buddy.
Well, Sinker, what a race we had there. Bit of chaos at certain points. I think the pros are really going to turn it on this weekend for us. Last time we were here, the Pro-Ams and the AMs put on a better race than the pros did. I reckon we might be on for the flip side, though, because we're in for a stronger pro field this time we race here. And this could be one cracker of a race coming up on Sunday night.
I reckon it's Sunday night. It's going to be an absolute hoot. There's no scops. All the big boys will be there. It's going to be great. You know what I mean? Big boys. I mean Coleman maybe even as well.
The biggest
but
boy
you
on
know
the
it's going to be fun. It always surprises me. You know, someone said the volume isn't as high on a Sunday night, but the quality of racing is just exceptional from top of the field to the bottom of the field. So it's worth a watch. It's worth to come in and have a look. And again tonight, we didn't get to give away all our presents. We got tied up into the race. So I might have to give away.
We're really just stretching it out across this season, aren't we?
We are. And I've got a full couple of boxes to give away too. So we'll be giving away some of this stuff as well. People are asking about the 500. You know, some of the big fast guys come in. You know, what the other guys win. But we're going to have prizes all the way through the field. So everyone's going to win. You might not be a cash winner, but you'll definitely be a winner at some point.
And we might even run. You know, it'll be scored on an overall thing, but Who knows? Maybe if there are partnerships that are made up of drivers who race in the same league elsewhere, so maybe an all vets partnership, maybe they go into a vets class, you know, and
look,
you know, whatever, or
I'm
an
not
East
gonna
Coast
police
class
that,
or
but
whatever.
we could, you know, if I feel like a very giving person at the end of the day, I might have 10, 11, 12. You know, is a separate podium on its own. You know, it just you know what, you got to tune in and find out, and you got to be in there to win it. There's going to be things I'm going to throw a spanner in the works of giveaways, so it's going to be something that's going to be released on the day. I'm going to keep it under my hat and make sure that a lot of drivers out there get to win things, not just the guys at the pointy end. So it's going to be fun, mate. It's going to be fun. It's going to be an awesome day, and I'm going to make sure that all the drivers have fun.
Well, anything can happen in that race. You've got to be in it to win it. Sign-ups are live for our SRW members now for the Sandown 500. You want to get in quick because it goes public very, very soon, and you want to get your entry locked in before it fills up. We've already got nearly 20 entries for the Sandown 500 on the 7th and 8th of December. The first weekend of December, we'll be going racing. So you guys want to be there, and if you don't want to miss it, be sure to hit the like button, the subscribe, and the bell icon as well. We bring you all the action through qualifying and then the race on Sunday as well across both days. It's going to be absolutely mega. But that'll bring it into our show here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. A big thank you goes out to all of our series sponsors, including our title sponsors, Warren & Brown Tools, for their continued support on the Tuesday night Warren & Brown Tools V8 Supercars Series and the Sunday night Warren & Brown Tools V8 Supercars Championship. As well to Cooler Master for their support on the Wednesday night Super Formula Championship, and as well to Shannon's Insurance for their support on the Thursday night GR86 Nationals. As well to our other series sponsors, including NeuroPower, DSL Rail Services, Shunt Scenery, and Grim Industries, the home of the V8 coffee table, which can be found on Prime Video's Top Gear Australia in the news, interviews, and other studio segments. But I've been Hamish Munro, joined again by Stephen Sinkovic here for round number 5 of Season 4 of 2024 of the Warren & Brown Tools V8 Supercars Series out at Motability Resort Motegi. But until next time, stay safe, drive hard, and as always, bye for now.
Amazing, I was clash heads again. This is like Chaz Mostert and Cam Waters, almost the same situation. Better contact going down the hill. Sam Noble wants to slip on Dave Coleman now. Sam Noble, bottle